Hey guys, and welcome to Technical Sunday. VerinCapital is back again. I'm gonna start with something a bit different today, and then I'm gonna jump to the technical analysis. So, this is our website, and if you haven't joined our free Telegram, feel free to visit the website, click the link here, and this will redirect you to our Telegram, where we post our weekly and daily technical analysis, potential positions that we will be taking, so you can always be one step ahead and close to everything that we're planning or getting into. So these are the pairs that I posted last week. All the take profits and stop losses were put as well as numbers. Euro, dollar, New Zealand dollar positions, running and profit, euro, dollar, take profit hit, new position on USD CAD, etc., etc. So last week, the positions I posted in the Telegram was a short on euro dollar, which was roughly from around here all the way down to the zone, the make or break zone as I call it. As you can see, double bottom, didn't manage to break it. I didn't manage to jump on this buy as well, but this was a proper 100 pip move, which I missed, but still, there's always a trade around the corner, so never be too greedy. The New Zealand dollar position was very good as well. After a retest, then you can see here multiple rejections of this zone here on the 4 hour and a quick dive down here, 100 pip move. The anticipated position was roughly to somewhere here, which was a, I think a 50 pip move to the downside as well, but still 100 pip is good. And as well, you had a buy opportunity, break of this previous support zone. When you break it, a previous resistance zone, sorry, multiple tests here, it's broken by this candle, it becomes support. The EMA becomes support as well, and boom, to the upside. So this is about it for what happened last week. This is our link to the Telegram. Feel free to join it. All the information and all the analysis we post are absolutely free. So there's nothing better than free knowledge. Go for it. Let's smash it. So, like I mentioned, last week I had a short on euro dollar, which played pretty well, pretty good. This zone, like last time, it proved to be quite a strong zone, and it even managed to break even higher, breaking the trend line, retesting it. You see here as well, if you missed this essential buy position, you could have jumped here for another 45 move. You can see trend line retest, previous resistance, current support retest, EMA test, everything. This is not practical anymore. So for this week, even at the US dollar index, as you can see, previous time, double top, sorry, and bam, melting to the downside. Something that I anticipated is the USD CAD, which is still running as well. So this this pair has been ranging for quite a while, maybe a month now, in this 100 and something pip region, all the way from these zones here, all the way to here, and as well, it managed to go to this top here, and I managed to jump into this position. Now, so far it's 50%, 50 pip in profit. Stop losses are at break even. So we're gonna see how next week is gonna develop. I think there is potential downside for the dollar index, so I'm hoping that USD CAD would hit its potential take profit. I'll probably move it here. Well, so for next week, let's start with the euro dollar. It's one of my favorite pairs. Moves quite a lot, but last week here it had many spikes, stop losses. So that's why you always need to have a stop loss, because these are potential stop loss hunts. And if you have a position from here and you don't have a stop loss, this can be a margin call or it can blow your account. So always have a 10 to 15, depends on your risk reward. You always need to have a stop loss, so you're always covered. So essentially looking at this, I think that the dollar index showed quite weakness here. Let's jump to the higher time frame to see what that's gonna say to us. Yep. So the weekly did quite a rejection as well. It was positive, but it turned from the open here, but it turned into a bearish candle. So I think a bit of bearish momentum is probably going to kick in all the way down to this zone over here, the 9706 zone. Let's see on the daily chart. Yep. So on the daily chart, you can see over here price action from tapping the zone, bearish momentum, even the next day further sell off. So these are potential signals that the market has a potential to retrace. But for me, dollar index is quite strong at the moment. So I would say that probably the best we can see from this pair would be all the way down to 97.06. And from here, there might be a bit of consolidation, at a potential strike either to do a triple top in this zone here or a potential break. But we need to have a lot of bullish momentum for this break to occur. So taking into consideration that the dollar index for me for next week would be a slightly bearish pullback. As well, we have the trend line. So let's see how it plays out. Maybe a potential test of this zone here, or if it's going to be perfect if it lands here, and from here we can go all the way up. Still, dollar index is in an uptrend all the way from 21st of September 2018, even way back as well. But the trend line that we have here is lasting from 20th of September last year. Multiple tests managed to hold quite well, quite a lot. So potential downside all the way to here and a potential pullback as well. Hopefully we can form a, as you can see, we have a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, get a higher high here. And let's see how, if it drops to here, that manages to retrace, I think we might as well break this line here. But let's see how next week is going to play off. Bear in mind that fundamentals play a heavy part as well. European elections are next week, so always check your economic calendar before taking into consideration big moves for next week, because nowadays market tends to react very sharply to fundamentals. Cool. So saying that dollar index is gonna go down, which correlates with euro dollar, that means that for me the euro dollar has potential to probably hit 113, which has been a psychological support for quite a while before. If we go all the way back, it was a quite a psychological support. It did manage to break, as you can see here, multiple tests before essentially being broken, and at one point it became resistance. So let's see how that moves. Let me just fix this. Oh, perfect. So essentially I would be looking for probably a bigger move to the upside. Let's see how the weekly candle is going to close. Essentially candles close on Monday, so it still hasn't closed yet. So yep, this is quite a good rejection, quite a big wick as well, which for me indicates that bullish momentum has potential to kick in. So if you manage to get into this position from here, my personal recommendation, put your stop loss, let's say 50 pips in profit, or however your risk reward is, and let it roll all the way up. Essentially this trend line, I think it will be broken this week. It's already broken on the lower time frames. So on the daily, you can see that only from this candlestick here, bullish engulfing of the previous 4 candles. So bullish momentum is kicking in, managed to close above the trend line, retest the trend line, and retest a very crucial zone as well. And further upside is coming. There's quite a big potential for that. Bear in mind that the longer term view of this pair, as you can see, is in a downtrend. But essentially, trend line is broken, retested, so I think there might be a bit of potential to retest this zone over here. And from 113, if we manage to get quite a lot of momentum, if we manage to get quite a lot of momentum and quite a lot of sellers, the make or break zone, if it manages to drop, then 110.50 looks like the next possible target for this pair. But like I mentioned, you need to be patient and you need to wait for your opportunities as well. So yes, this is what I will be looking for in the euro dollar. As well, be careful because 113 is a zone that we have a potential take profit on if this zone here manages to break. Because if we take a look from before, this zone has been tested quite a lot, and when it was broken here, it became resistance with 1, 2, 3 tests. So I would say that a break of this zone would indicate a further 40 to 50 pip move all the way to this zone. But when we reach this zone, I would recommend starting to take some profits off the table because as you can see, there's already 3 tests of this resistance. So take some profits out here and potentially wait for this zone to be hit. As well, wait to see how price action is going to react. You never know, it might be broken, it can go higher. So you need to be patient, observe for price action. If bears are coming in, bulls are getting out, or vice versa. Always do your analysis daily, every day, regardless. Don't only do your analysis on Sunday and then work on those analyses throughout the week, because every daily candle, every 4-hour candle, 1 hour, etc., every candle gives new information to the market that we always need to have a look at. So that's for euro dollar and the dollar index. GBP USD is a fun pair. The spike here was when Theresa May mentioned that there's going to be a potential referendum for a new Brexit, but this is why I'm saying that you need to check fundamentals about people speaking or economic news, economic releases, etc. Because news like this, they sorry, this is a 60 pip move. So essentially, if you have a short position here, it would be good before this event happens to take profits off the table, wait for the news to come down, and get in the market again. Because spikes like this tend to hunt stop losses. GBP here, I was looking at this as well. As you can see here, there is an inverse head and shoulder pattern. And when it managed to break, there was a retest here. This is the neckline essentially. The shoulders were retested and boom, there is a spike up. For me, what I'm seeing for GBP is a potential retest of this zone, which was quite a strong zone. If we go back, take a look at the weekly, sorry. So taking back the weekly, previous resistance, as you can see, became support 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And as you can see here, there's a candle pattern, which will lead to a potential further upside for me. But still, if you see sellers getting out, there was a lot of sell momentum in here, but sellers are potentially getting out. Jumping onto the daily time frame, boom, dodgy candlestick, which is a clear indication for me for a buy signal. So potentially I would see this pair going all the way to the zone here. But as well, like I mentioned, check your technicals every day and wait for new confirmation. But for me, looking at this pair, I would say either a retest of the zone and shooting back up, or straight away shooting back up. Potentially this is the first take profit area, and this would be the second take profit area. This is quite a crucial zone, that's why it's a different color as well. As you can see, previous support. So essentially, if we reach the zone, we can see the zone starting to play as a resistance, and on higher time frames, eventually this can form lower low, lower high, bam, a lower low. But this is quite long term, so we need to stick to the current price action and observe the market. I mean, GBP USD this week should be going higher up. New Zealand dollar, to be honest, I will probably not be taking any trades on this pair, because for me it's in a bit of a I just don't like the price action at the moment, because it managed to break from here, retest. So I'm probably gonna skip this pair and I won't be taking trades here. USD JPY, quite a good pair. As well, I won't be probably looking at this pair, but if it produces me the opportunity to take a position, I absolutely will. Essentially what I'm seeing is here maybe a potential double bottom, jumping onto the daily. Yep. So if price action indicates that there is a potential double bottom in play here, then I would probably come and take a position either to this area here, probably first here and then here. Yes, there's quite a lot of bearish momentum, so yeah, I would probably wait for Monday to finish, see how price is gonna react around this zone. Essentially, this is quite a lot of bearish momentum that you can see here, not many wicks. So if this zone manages to break, this pair will probably go to 108 easily. Just throw a line here. 108, as you can see, USD/JPY likes round numbers. 111, 110, 109, 108. The JPY is a fan of these numbers, so probably I would be looking, if this zone breaks, I would be looking for a short all the way to here, which is a 100 pip move. Essentially, if it does not manage to break, I would be looking for a long, probably either to here, which is another 100 pip move, or to here, or to here. Like I said, I will see how Monday price action plays out, and then I will be looking to take more positions. This is the position that I mentioned that I'm in as well. USD CAD, stop loss is at break even, flying in 50% 50 pips profit so far. I'll be looking to see if price action would reach my take profit. If I see, for example, price action like this, that price is beginning to reverse, price is starting to reverse, I would potentially close off my position on 20, 30, regardless how many profit, or stop losses at break even. So depends how the market starts on Monday. I will also check my fundamentals for next week and see how the potential sentiment for next week will be and play it on from there. So far for this week, like I said, Euro and GBP USD would be my picks. USD CAD is floating, and I would probably put alerts on USD JPY. Looking at it now, I think there is some potential to trade this pair, probably lower, as the Japanese yen is getting quite strong at the moment due to the tension between America and China. But I think that this wraps up this week. Like I mentioned in the beginning, guys, visit our website, VerinCapital.com. This is our free Telegram. Click the link, join our Telegram. We post absolutely everything in there. As well, if you haven't checked before the website, we have the courses that we offer. We have group sessions, one-to-one sessions, everything that's included. All the information you need is in the website. Only thing you need to do is put your last name, first name, phone number, email address, sign up, and we will call you within 2 to 3 days. So hopefully everything is going to plan. Some of you that know the website probably have seen this new button, Technical Floor, which is coming. It's in development at the moment. This is something that we are working on at the moment. Something that's gonna offer a lot of value to every one of you that follows us. So please stay tuned and enjoy the ride. Good luck next week. All the best.